We're going to do everything possible to stop it. And if necessary, we even will use our axes.
Axes that were rather popular with the Hutzul men, they symbolized a manhood.
Ukrayna'da halk Rusya'nın işgaline karşı hazırlık yapıyor. Ülkenin batı ucunda yüzyıllardır Karpatlar bölgesinde yaşayan yerli halk Hutsullar da onlar arasında. Kıyafetleri, yerel dili, gelenekleri, el sanatları ve inançlarıyla Karpatlara hayat veren bu halk gözlerden uzak dağlarda yaşamayı tercih ediyor. Hutsul köyü Krasnik'te bir hafta kalarak onları yakından tanıma fırsatım oldu. Krasnik, Ukrayna'nın güneybatısında Romanya sınırına 40 kilometre mesafede bulunuyor. Şimdi köylüler el birliğiyle kamuflaj gibi askeri malzemeler yapıyor, çatışma bölgelerinden gelenlere yardım ediyor. Arsen'le köyünde ve bölgede yaşananları konuştum.
Hello Arsen, it's really sad to see what's happening in Ukraine. Can you tell us about Hutsuls? You are in Carpathian region.
I am one of the representatives of Hutsuls. This is an ethnic cultural group which is located in the western part of Ukraine. We have our special dialect, we have our special traditions, but now we are trying to be united because we have this Russian aggression and we're trying to help as much as we can.
The traditional weapon of Hutsuls, as far as I know, is axe. What does the mean of the axe for Hutsuls today?
In the 18th century, we had one guy named Alexa Dovbush. So he was our Hutsul Robin Hood. He had a group of armed people. They had this weapon called, as you said, axes, or as we call it, bartki.
I'm really sorry to ask you that. Will you use these axes when the Russians come to your village?
In case Russian occupiers will come here, we're going to do everything possible to stop it. We even will use our axes. This is very symbolic. This one is very old. I guess my grandfather had it. We didn't even think of this as some weapon, but now it's war and, anything can happen.
Hutsulların temel özelliklerinden biri tarih boyunca Barkta adında küçük baltaları kullanmaları. Her evde Hutsulların geleneksel eşyalarını görmek mümkün. Kolomya kentindeki Ulusal Usunshinya Müzesi bölgedeki en büyük Hutsul koleksiyonuna sahip.
Each boy as a teenager had to live in the forest, go through some special training, even military training, to deserve a right to be allowed to carry such an axe.
Peki Hutsullar geleneklerini günümüze kadar nasıl aktardı?
When Soviet occupation took place in 1939, the Hutsuls lived high in the mountains and they were partly out of reach of Soviet authorities. And this way they managed to preserve their own lifestyle and even their language.
Гуцули – це корінні жителі Карпат. Більше 500 000 населення, що вважають себе це на території України.
Гуцул – це є такі люди, які не змінюють свій ні устрій, життя, ні свою одежу. До цих пір вже понад 600 років, як ми тут мешкаємо, то Гуцул був одно вірний своїм горам та й своїм друзям.
Are the people living in the region, or if it happens, where they can go?
I actually live not far from the Romanian border. I am pretty sure that Hutsuls and all Ukrainians, most of them will stay. We will protect our land till the end. We need to rebuild our country when we win. We are trying to do everything to help our armed forces, to help our government. I can say that our people are courageous. In the end, we're going to prevail, I'm sure.
Thanks a lot for the interview.
Well, thank you for your support.
Hello guys, here we are in our office. We are packing clothes, food for our refugees from east and central part of Ukraine. Thank you for your support. We are really needed.